Yes.
Bro,
Yeah,
Do you
It'll
really
hurt.
think so?
Yeah,
You guys
no.
better
Are
fucking
you-
pop on to fourpaws.org before you fuck around and mess up what you're about to say. Because a Rottweiler can
Dude,
definitely
are you
kill
high?
you. No. All right. Episode 45. That's Jordan. That's Jordan 2.
That's Jordan on the White Sox, baby.
That's Jordan on the White Sox. That's his number when he came back, right?
Yeah, for like, I think 2 years, maybe. I don't think he wore it for very long, but I think he wore it for like a year or two, maybe just 1 year.
I didn't even know if that was. I thought it was like 10 games or some goofy shit like that.
Yeah, maybe it was a year. Maybe it was 10 games. I don't know enough, to be honest with you. You know, he wore number 12 one game, right? Because he wore a nameless jersey number 12 because I believe they forgot. They like lost his jersey or some shit, and he didn't have
that
one.
Was
So
in
he
the
had.
doc, right?
Dude, I've only seen like an episode and a half of The Last
Piece of
Dance.
shit, you are.
I don't give a fuck. But yeah, so I just knew that because I did like 3 fucking speeches on him in college because it was the easiest thing to do. It was like, oh, do a speech on a person. I was like, well, I did this once at the last school I was at, and I'll do it at the next school I was at.
Recycling your speech might be like it's a United States pastime, I think, in college.
Yeah.
Or high
Yeah,
school.
I mean-
High school, I did that shit too. You do the same report like 10 times.
Yeah. You just make it a little bit better when you get a little older, you know?
Yeah.
Sound a little
You
better.
just gotta trade in Goosebumps for To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah, exactly.
Episode 45 today. This
Yeah.
basically we're gonna do some sports today. We're gonna do Jack Part 2. We'll recap the weekend that was. We had all 3 of us in the same city for a minute there. We had a great time. But yeah, episode 45 is brought to you as always by Rogue Creative. Shout out to John and the Rogue Creative team. Did we see Butters this weekend? I don't think we did.
I did.
We did not. That might have been my fault for not texting him. Sorry, John, if you hear this. But if you're looking for some great quality graphic design for your small business, go to roguecreative.org. If you are a gym owner right now, a small gym owner like a franchise like Anytime Fitness or Powerhouse Gym, and you are looking to get people back in your gym, that is what John and the Rogue Creative team are specializing in right now. It's called database reactivation. So, which is just a fancy way of saying, hey, we're going to get some more people in your gym coming up this winter. And it's time. It's time. We all want to get back in the gym right now. So we're shredded by the time that this snow ends. So give John and the Rogue Creative team a call. It's roguecreative.org, or you can find them on Instagram at roguecreative_. Definitely go give them a follow on Instagram if you're even a little bit interested. You can kind of get a taste of what they do there. Okay, let's do this recap real quick. So Mike from Chicago came to Bob and Jack in Detroit, and we had a blast. Jack, I want to ask you your thoughts on the weekend. I know that you don't have many of them because you don't remember most of it.
Yeah, dude, I honestly was not expecting. I mean, I was expecting to get hammered, of course, and I knew that was bound to happen. But I don't know. I feel like I got hammered way too soon. Like I was drunk before we even left for the bar, and then got there, and that's all I remember, pretty much, is walking into the bar.
There's a disconnect for me because Savannah got fucked up too. Other people, like a lot of people, I feel like got fucked up from our apartment to the bar, and I don't know how it happened. Like it elevated times 10.
Yeah, I have no clue.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing too, which kind of sucks because like, it was great. Even like just chilling at the crib was great, and we, everyone was doing all their shit. Everyone was talking, a bunch of people were, and it was cool. But like, I was kind of upset because we didn't get to do all like the, hey, let's ruin this kid's life type shit for the 21-year-old. You know what I mean?
No,
Like, I didn't get to
his
buy the
life
kid a
was
single
already
shot.
ruined.
Yeah, I was like, fuck, I didn't get to buy him a shot. I didn't get to fucking embarrass him. I didn't get to do anything. I'm like, damn, bro. Like, I don't have little brothers, so like, this is as good as it was gonna get.
And you know what really sucks for Jack is that now, like the next time that we go out for a casual drink, he's gonna get all this nasty shit because I didn't get to buy. Dude, I didn't even buy him a drink. I didn't buy him one drink the whole night. He
That's
asked
what I'm
us
saying.
for drinks,
Yeah.
and we were like, "No, dude, you can't have another drink. We're gonna have to fucking ambulance you out of here."
Can I impersonate you?
LA.
Can I do my best Jack Brennan right now?
Oh, let's hear it.
Oh God.
Looks me dead square in my face. He goes, "I need 2 tequila waters with some pineapple." Stat. And I was like, absolutely not. I was like, you looked at me like,
man.
hey, you said, "Hey, peasant, go get me and this girl a drink." Or maybe they were both for you. But right now, I was like, no.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. I feel bad that not that I ruined it. I mean, I did exactly what, I planned on doing, getting hammered,
yeah.
but
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, because I wanted to do all that shit too, Mike. I wanted
Yeah,
you guys to buy me shots. I wanted to have an evening of it. I wanted to go to a couple different bars. So, Bob, we still need to do that.
Yeah, and we'll do that. And it was partially what we did was we just stayed at the pregame for too long, and that happens a lot. It felt like kind of the fights were kind of making us stay there, and we knew that we had to get to Tin Roof at a certain time to like get a good spot or whatever. So we were just we waited too long. We should have left at like 7, and I don't think we left until like 9.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because I know Molly didn't fight till like 8:30.
Yeah.
And then after that fight is when we left, so we probably didn't get to the bars until like 9, the earliest.
Yeah, at the earliest. Yeah. So I mean, we fucked up. We should have. We waited like that. Jack, you could blame that on us for you getting to the bar all hammered. Like if we would have just sent it at 7:00 somewhere, you could have done your shots and everything because you would have been basically 100% sober at that time. But I don't know. It was still a great time.
Oh yeah,
I had a great
100%.
time.
Yeah,
I
never
don't think it
fails.
deterred anything. I think the pregame was way more fun than we thought it was going to be. Like I was having a great time, and we had a bunch of people over. So
I feel like we did 100 different things while we were pregaming too. Like we started off just watching football, started drinking, and then it was like played some NHL. Then like everyone got there. We watched this, we watched that, we took shots, we talked here, we talked there. There's 100. It was like a bunch of different. It was good. It was nice. Could have done that all night, honestly, and I think everyone would have been happy with it.
For sure. Yeah, I had a great time. And the band at Tin Roof was sick, which I think helped.
That
band was sick. Hey,
No,
I actually
that guy
do
was
remember
sick.
the band.
Well,
Come on.
They were playing good songs, at least.
They were playing very good songs. That guy was he was not that good. I kept saying, I'm like, this guy's not that good.
You did keep saying it. And we were like front row.
Yeah. I mean, maybe that was, I don't know. I just feel like he kept trying to like soften up a lot of already kind of soft songs,
Yeah.
But
There
I
needed
guess
to be
that's
one
just
or
a
two
style.
more hitters.
Yeah.
But I thought it was overall decent.
Yeah,
By the way,
I'm not in no complaints.
I think the funniest part about Jack ordering that drink is that he's had that drink like once in his life. Like he literally got that drink introduced to him this weekend. I'm gonna need 2 tequila pineapples. Stat.
Just the way he put his fingers at me, like fucking go. I'm like, motherfucker, no, dude. Oh
Yeah.
shit. Oh man, that was good stuff. That was real good stuff.
Yep. But we are doing a part 2 today because you got mad at me because you were just fucking silent. Both of you guys were. You guys were both just silent at the end of the podcast. Our first Jack part 1 podcast. And then you looked at me and I was like, all right, you guys ready to wrap it up? And you're both like, yep, let's wrap it up. So we did.
No, see,
and now at the party,
true,
I get yelled at because you guys had more questions. Okay.
No, it's not even that. It was just the 2 questions that we went through they just kept going. They just kept going on. And it's like, you can't go from, all right, what was your first experience drinking to like some random ass question. Everything flowed really nicely. It was a short episode. It was nice. Whatever we heard about Jack and his childhood and this and that. And it was nice. Like, you don't want to ruin the flow of something, but I had more. I had more. That's all. And I did give you shit, but I was drunk. Give me a break.
That was hilarious. Give us your most intriguing question first, because I actually have a couple too that I want to ask.
My most intriguing question. Okay. Well, this
Maybe
one's
your
gonna be
favorite.
I have two that are they were like kind of opener questions. I think are pretty simple. But this one I liked is that what would be the theme song of your life if you had to choose one song?
Oh shit, that's tough.
That is possibly the hardest question ever.
Yeah. I mean, and that's why I was like, oh, I wanted to put you on the spot and make you choose a song on, that made sense without, I don't know. I mean, or you could do it like fucking when Peter has a theme song when he wakes up and there's just always music playing in the background and shit.
It would
What's yours?
probably be. Is it Jason Mraz or Bruno Mars? Fucking Billionaire. That's the one
Bruno.
from
That's
like
Bruno.
2013.
Yeah,
It's
Travis
Bruno
McCoy.
and Travis McCoy.
Yeah, from fucking
Travis.
yeah. That's a great
That's a
song.
good tune. That's a great tune. People forget about that tune. That was the
absolutely.
song of the summer at one point.
People sleep on old Bruno. To be honest, I mean he had just
big
hitter
time.
after hitter.
We talked about it in our Super Bowl episode.
Yeah, that's true.
One of the best,
Yeah.
if not the best, halftime show of all time, outside of the Michael Jackson.
Phenomenal for sure.
Yeah.
What
would yours be, Mike?
I don't know. That was just off the head. I looked up some shit and I was like, oh, this is a great question. If I had to really choose one though, it would probably, as cliche as it is for Mikey to fucking say this, it would probably be "Pursuit of Happiness" by Kid Cudi.
Yeah,
I mean, it's probably my favorite song ever made, top 3 at least. And I mean, just the way that the flow is. I mean, the hook alone is phenomenal, and then like everything in between, it's like kind of sad, but in like an uplifting way. So it's like, yeah,
right.
That would be my shit.
I was thinking I had kind of a two, like the first one that came to my head was "Can't Tell Me Nothing" by Kanye. So I think that's just a great song, and it's just kind of hype. Or I'd do like a neck deep song, like "Can't Kick Up the Roots" or something like that, where it's just fucking banging in your face the whole time.
I was also thinking "Boats and Hoes" by Dale Doback.
Boats and Hoes would be sick. Jack Sparrow by Lonely Island.
Any Lonely Island song?
Any Lonely Island song. That'd be sick.
Fucking Jizz in My Pants. Come on, that'd be the best song, dude.
Oh,
just all about
Dick in a
nothing.
Box. That is a great choice, though, Jack. You could have polled me a million times, and I would have never said "Billionaire" by Travis McCoy and Bruno. That's a great choice.
Tune.
It is. It really is. Yeah. It's a sleeper.
It's a great tune. I mean, people.
But Mike, I know you didn't get pissed off at Bob just to ask me that, though. What do you got here?
I have a list of 7 questions. They kind of go in order in a way that it's like they start off like kind of start to finish type of thing. Almost tells a story, if you will.
I love that. Let's hear number 2.
The second question was what would be your starter Pokemon out of what is it? What the fuck are the 3 main ones? I can't think of them right now. Hold on, give me a second.
Are you talking about just when they evolve?
Yep.
Like, could I pick Squirtle?
Bulbasaur, Squirtle, or Charmander. Those are the 3. I could not think of them at all. I was like, what was it? You said Squirtle, and I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, so who would be your starter out of those 3?
I think I got to go with the old Charman.
And you can't pick Pikachu. Yeah, I would also pick Pikachu. Charmander. No, you can't pick Pikachu. Pikachu's OG. You can't do that.
You're right.
He's too cool for that shit.
I'd like to be Ash.
Ash Ketchum. I think they're like doing something. I mean, not that I'm a Pikachu or a Pokemon guy, but I think they're doing something like where they're like revamping it and making Ash like the world Pokemon person in the world. I don't know, some stupid shit.
Damn.
But, anyways,
stay tuned for that. That'll come along with our cornhole, our chess, and our poker scandal updates. Will be the Pokemon saga, which we got to do some updates on those soon because I don't know. I feel like some shit's happened in those. Okay.
And once again, that was like a starter question, and then I was like, okay, then I'm going to be like, oh, you know, if you would have said Bulbasaur, I'd have been like, well, when was that first time you smoked weed? But then I was just going to be like, what drugs have you done? How did you like them? And what drugs do you want to do now that you're of age to do drugs? Because 21, you know, is the legal age to do narcotics.
That's fucked. Honestly, I was a bit too rebellious in my early years, like late high school, early college. And I think I got my fair share of doing stupid shit in. Now, give me some pot and usually not that much booze, and I'll be okay.
Right.
I don't think there's anything left for me to try that won't immediately kill me. So, I think I've done everything that people normally do, and then some. So it's definitely, and this is my past life. I haven't even participated in quite some time, but I really don't miss doing shit like that.
Yeah.
And I'm also glad that the people I hang around with now aren't,
like into
enabling me to do dumb shit like that,
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Not getting a bag of blow every time you fucking have a drink or something stupid like that.
Right.
Exactly.
Or like, hey, let's go fucking do ecstasy every weekend just to have a good time. It's like, no.
Yes, yeah, and I know a lot of people like that, but I am much more the let's pack a bowl and play some Mario Kart speed. That is my cup of tea there.
How old were you the first time you ever smoked, and what was the setting, and what did you smoke out of?
I was actually a sophomore in high school, so I was like, 15,
Damn.
16?
You Saginaw kids are the worst.
I know, we're the worst. But I was, we were at a couple of our older buddies' house, and they were all there smoking on the back porch out of like some nice ass bong. It probably wasn't nice. It was probably nice for a 17-year-old, but,
Right.
And so me and my girlfriend at the time went over there because they were, both of our friends, and we ended up hitting the bong, and it was a terrible experience for me. Like, a lot of people don't get high their first time they smoke. And I got about as high as you can get, and it just made me so paranoid the entire time until it wore off. And I ended up having my sister come and pick me up. I still don't know if she knows that I was high that night, but I was very happy to see Maya in that hour.
Bob, what was your first experience with the old devil's lettuce, bud?
I don't really remember my first time. I feel like it was, I don't know. My first time, I think, might have been at Central. And I definitely didn't get high, I'm pretty sure. So I don't remember being high. But I think the best times were definitely in the Jane's
Jack,
garage.
can you still hear me?
Oh, can you hear me?
When I first met you, you guys were fucking scrounging roaches out of ashtrays at Jane's garage. I was like, Jesus,
Yes.
dude, you guys can go fucking buy a gram of weed, dude, and fucking buy some papers.
We just weren't desperate enough. But yeah, shout out to Bradley. Brad and I invented the Coors can, where we literally dented in, like, we held a Coors can like this, we dented in the top like that, and then we poked a bunch of holes in it. Then we put the weed on top of there, and then we put a little like choke device in the side, so you just fucking smoked out of the Coors can, and it worked. You popped the roach on top of there, you light that shit on fire, and it was good enough for us, man. We weren't we just weren't experienced. We didn't want to go and buy it, so we did what we could with the elements we had around us, with our resources.
I love that.
It was hard enough to get a fucking Coors can back then, let alone some weed, dude.
Yeah, no, hey, you're not wrong. That's fair. You don't realize it because it's like, I mean, granted, like, we're all older now, but like how easy it is to get any drug, especially weed nowadays, where it's like, it's crazy because, like, dude, when I was in high school, I graduated in 2011. Like, when I was in high school, dude, if you smoked weed, you were like scum of the earth, bro. You were like you were a pile of shit. And now it's like everyone smokes weed. It's like, oh,
so
you don't
normal.
smoke weed? It's like, fuck. Yeah, it's insane, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Fun
that shit is
fact,
funny.
I've still never smoked weed in my entire life.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Huh?
What?
Yeah, never smoked. I've eaten it a few times. I don't hate it. I don't love it. Never smoked it. I've never smoked it in my life. Never smoked anything really.
That I did. I don't know how I didn't know that. Maybe I did and I forgot, but that is
I mean-
absolutely bananas. Holy shit.
Yeah, all
Still
my friends.
breaks my brain every
huge
time I
stoners.
hear it.
Yeah, I mean, literally, like my brother, who's, I mean, arguably my best friend, giant stoner.
Yep.
You know, my boy. I mean, everyone that's here, my whole family's a bunch of fucking stoners, and I've never smoked it. Like I said, I've eaten it a few times, and I've gotten super duper high, and I've gotten not high at all the 4 times or 5 times I've done it, and they've been a roller coaster.
So what? You just don't like it enough to like?
No, you want me to really explain it? I can get a little deep here without sounding like a fucking sappy
Yeah.
bitch, but
No, please do.
so like growing up, like my whole family, mom, dad, 3 older siblings, all smoke cigarettes, right? So I was always like, that shit sucks, it's whack, everything smells, blah blah blah. So smoking was like a big no for me. And then obviously, like I said, if you smoked in high school, you were kind of a scum at the time, like until I was like a senior. Then all of a sudden, everyone's like, "Oh, we're smoking." I'm like, "Really?" Like hookah got huge, and I was like, you know what? I just kind of like stayed like, I'm not trying to smoke anything. Like I was like, dude, it's you know, it's bad for your health. I see my parents, I see people dying from shit. So I just always kind of swore off smoking. And then when weed got cool and I was legal and all that shit, I was like, you know what? I've gone fucking 25 years or whatever at the time without smoking. What's the point of smoking now? You know what I mean? Like if I want to get it, I'll eat it. If I want to get fucked up, I'll get fucked up in another way. I'll eat some fucking shrooms or I'll fucking get drunk or whatever. And I don't know, I just always, you know, it was one of those things that I swore to myself that I wouldn't do, and I'm trying to stick to it as long as I can until, you know, it is what it is. So.
Oh, you don't have
story
any
for that.
enablers here, Mike. We'll just go ahead and
Oh, you know how many times I've been
Brennan's will smoke
blackout
to
drunk?
ourselves.
You know how many times I've been blackout drunk and people have like put joints in my fucking mouth, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Like I instantly, I'm like, nah, like get that shit out of here, dude. Like it's weird. My fucking drunk brain even knows. So, I don't think it'll be happening anytime soon. So yeah.
Just a cigarette. That's a cig of weed.
That's a cigarette weed. I got my lunch money from the 3rd grade.
Dude, that reminds me too when you were like saying that it was so hard to get. Like it's so just like weed is just everywhere and so easy. And that's like when Segura's talking about that, he's like, I almost died trying to get some weed. And then his son's like, why? Was 7-Eleven on fire? Like, what was going on? And it's so true because, like, kids now have no idea. Like, why did you almost die to get weed? That's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's so fun. I mean, eventually Amazon's going to be fucking delivering it to your doorstep, bro.
Fuck yeah, it's going to be sick.
It's gonna
Jack,
be sick.
I have a question for you, Jack. If you were reincarnated as something, what would you come back as? What would you want to come back as? Could be anything. Could be an animal. You could come back as a lamp. You'd come back
as a minority.
You could come back as some weed and just have somebody smoke you up and have a dope ass time.
I would want to come back as something that is like going to be there for a long time. Like
a tree.
If I come back, make me like what are those big ass trees in California called? The redwoods.
Yeah.
They live for like, I don't know how long. Or no, I can be anything you said. Do I have to be living?
No,
you could be like a bottle cap or something.
You can be inanimate.
That's not what I was gonna say. Like make me the intersection of 2 tectonic plates. I want to be a goddamn mountain. That's what I want to be.
He wants to be all 4 faces on Mount Rushmore.
There you go. Just different fucking poses. That would be sick, actually.
That is hilarious.
That'd be really sick.
Oh man,
What
speaking
would
of
be
Mount
like-
Rushmore, you think they're ever gonna revamp that? Like put
I
some
was
new
just
guys
gonna
in?
say, like, who would be like if you could just Mount Rushmore 4 cool people that are alive right now? Who would we have?
Alive right now? Jack, you go first on this.
I think we put Obama,
Bomb would be cool.
Will
Yeah, I
Ferrell,
was gonna say. Ooh.
Okay.
Lil Wayne,
Oh yeah.
and me. I'll be the fourth.
I love
3
It'll be
and
perfect.
you. That will be perfect.
Just
Oh,
a
that's
hell
great.
of a hell of a gang there.
I know
Pretty,
those other
pretty
3 guys,
sexist
but who
there,
the
bud.
fuck is that white dude at the end?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who's this dude with the hat on, bro? Like, what's going on?
Jack's face just next to Lil Wayne. People are so confused.
Yeah. Oh, it's fucking funny. It's a great
Yeah, you
question.
definitely got
I
to
feel
throw
like they
Weezy
should.
up there.
They got to make another. Like, I think I can only imagine how long that took, but they should definitely try to like make another one of those of like not presidents though,
Mm-hmm.
just people. Like throw Rogan up there, or something. Dwayne the Rock Johnson. You can just be like, oh yeah, it's just Dwayne. You know.
It's just Dwayne. I was thinking
Or
like
anybody-
Snoop should probably be up there.
They should do Dwayne the Rock Johnson, Chris Rock. Who else has Rock in their name? I don't know.
Just do
The
Shaq,
fucking-
do Shaq, Charles Barkley, Kenny the Jet, and Ernie. Just do the whole TNT crew. Just pop them up there. Put Biz up there.
Yeah,
If you were, so you said you
Oh,
would be a
shit.
redwood. If you were a redwood, if I'm gonna come back as a tree, you better put me like I want to be like on the highway. You know what I'm saying? I can't just be in the trees and not seeing nothing.
Yeah, like carve a highway through me or something cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
How they do that,
Right.
Jazz? Make a tunnel out of my base. Do it.
right.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
would come
that'd be
back as
sick.
like this. I'd come back as like the Statue of David or something.
Oh, that'd be dope.
I don't know
The
if
pyramids?
that's legal, but like, or yeah,
Anything
something like that
plays.
where like everyone goes to see you and be like, yeah.
What about if you had to come
That's
back
funny.
as an animal, Jack?
I don't know. I'd probably be something cool like a sperm whale.
Those probably live a long time.
Yeah, and they can just do whatever the fuck they want. They're massive.
Right, that's
Huge.
true.
And you can figure out what's at the bottom of the ocean.
That's true. You could probably do math,
Yeah.
dude. They're smart
Double-edged
as fuck.
sword. They are smart. Dude, I take that back. I want to be a dolphin.
Hey, dolphins fucking rape, dude.
I was
Dolphins
gonna
rape.
say
Oh, that's messed. I take
it's risky to be a
I'm
dolphin
saying.
in these
Yeah,
days,
man.
dog. Not in these streets. You
Yeah.
don't want to be a dolphin
You're about
out
to get-
here, dog.
Yeah, you're about to get me too, bro. No
Is
doubt.
that how we get canceled? That's the first canceling of the Fair Enough pod. Jack says
Oh,
he
yeah.
wants to be a dolphin.
Jack wants to be a dolphin. That's pretty fucked up, dude. You gotta get your priorities straight, dude. Can't come back as a dolphin.
Can't go back as a dolphin, bro.
Be coming
guy's
back as
uneducated.
what are we coming back? We're all coming back as a rat or a frog, according to you.
No,
That's
you're
what we
not
all
coming back
are.
as a rat and a frog. You're just the way you look, you goof.
That's what we all are anyway.
Dude, if I'm coming back as a rodent, I'm definitely not coming back as a rat, bro. I'll come back as like a ferret or some stupid shit like that, or like a guinea
Oh,
pig.
Mike, you're a
Guinea-
frog, anyways.
No, fuck off. You're an idiot. Fucking guinea pigs are like the gangsters of the little rodents, bro. They're like, yeah, I'm bigger. They're bigger than all the little guys. You sit at the fucking pet store. You're a guinea pig, and you're like, yeah, dude, fuck these hamsters, fuck these gerbils, pick me, dude. I'm cool. I'm big. I'm fat. I'm cutting.
Where do guinea pigs come from?
I mean, I don't know, dude. They come from Machu Picchu, I think.
Can you can I go to Machu Picchu, reach down on the ground and grab one?
They're from Papua
I
New
don't think-
Guinea. It's an island.
That's a lie. Is that real?
That's why they're called guinea pigs.
You're fucking lying.
I'm not lying. If you were to ask, if somebody said, where are guinea pigs from? You can call one person. Who the fuck would you call?
Guinea pig. The name guinea pig can be traced back to their original price in 16th century England, where they could be bought for 1 guinea each.
No.
Hey, you can't be calling me a guinea over here. That's fucking racist to Italians, man.
That's
Come
from
on.
fourpaws.org, dude. You're about to not trust fourpaws.org? That's like the
They
most
are a .org, so I'll give them that. But
that's a .org, and it's got to be. I mean, 4 paws. They know everything there is to know about anything with 4 paws. That's crazy. You could buy them for 1 shilling,
funny.
1 little guinea. Give me one of them pigs for 1 guinea.
I got 1 shekel. Can I get a guinea? That's fucking funny.
What you got, Mike?
Speaking of animals, I got one more. I got. We're on like 5. I was gonna ask about your sex life, but I feel like that's inappropriate. I think it's funny, but we're not gonna talk about that. Stay on the animal.
There is none.
Train. If you had
it's inactive.
That's fair. What is the largest animal? What is the largest animal you think you can beat with your bare hands?
That's a great question.
That's tough. Can we get some classes of animals? Like, I could probably take any dog, right?
Okay.
With my bare hands.
You can't take any dog. Are you fucking crazy, dude? Rottweilers kill people every day.
I'm with you on that, Jack.
You think you can kill any dog?
What kind of world are you living in, dog?
They do not kill people every day. Dude.
What?
What do you do in a fight with a dog? All right, well then, what does this question end at? Cats? Can I kill every cat, Bob? Or no?
I don't know, bro. Depends. Like, does those savannah cats
come
count?
on, man.
Because that's like a tiger.
If savannah cats count as a cat, then like a wolf counts as a dog. So no.
Oh, okay.
Listen,
then we won't count those. But a Rottweiler, it'll kill you, dude. A Doberman would kill you. Yes.
Bro,
yeah,
do you really think so?
Yeah,
you guys better fucking pop on to fourpaws.org before you fuck around and mess up what you're about to say. Because a Rottweiler can definitely kill you. No. I'm as sober as I've ever been.
Okay, if you let it just eat you, if you let it attack you, yes, it can take you out. But hey, if a Rottweiler comes at me, I'm fucking elbowing or punching it square in the face, and then it goes, and you jump on it, break its neck, fucking I Am Legend style, bro, dead.
I'd love
every
to
dog
see
in
you
the
try.
world dead, no doubt.
All right, we're doing this.
Yeah.
We're putting you guys both in an octagon, and we're just gonna send vicious dogs at you, and we're gonna see what happens.
I will Caesar Milan every single dog in the goddamn world to death.
As brutal as it
Pinch its
sounds, dude, I feel like, just a simple neck snapper. That'll take down any Rottweiler you send at me.
Yeah, you might scratch me up. You might bite me. Might have to get a couple stitches put in, but it ain't taking me out, bro, unless it concusses me somehow.
2/3 of the Fair Enough podcast is anti-dog.
No, that's just not what we said.
Canceled twice in 10 minutes.
I mean, I honestly think,
besides dogs,
I think I could a deer is pretty large. I think I could take out a deer.
Deer's not really gonna bite you either. They'll probably bite you, but they're not gonna like.
We're talking about largest animal you can murder with your bare hands.
I don't think you're taking a deer down with your bare hands. Those things are all muscle.
No, I think you're right, but I think there's proper angles. I think I can, handle it.
And
you just got to watch out for the initial fucking horn thrust, I feel like. If you can get behind it, we can go to mock with it, all right?
True. That's true.
But yeah, I don't know. Come on, it's got to be bigger than a fucking dog, Jack.
I don't know. Like something slow?
What about
what?
What about a Komodo dragon?
Dude, those things are pointless as fuck. No chance.
Did you take a gator?
I was gonna say, you think you can Happy Gilmore a fucking gator?
I don't want to, dude. That shit scares the hell out of me, to be quite frank with you. I'm not a big fan.
Yeah, that's
Jim
Gives me
Carrey
the
beats the
heaves.
fuck out of one in Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls.
Ace Ventura.
He beats the fuck out of that
But he
gator.
also climbs out of a rhino's ass. So
That's true. That's very true.
What
Great
about
film.
like a fucking? What's like the biggest monkey you think you can take out? Because I know monkeys are strong as fuck. And
Dude,
they're-
yeah, I don't know if you can
elusive.
take any monkey. They'll just rip you apart.
I mean, you
That
could
one
take
lady
out
had
small
that
monkeys,
problem.
bro.
That one lady killed her, or that one monkey killed that lady one time.
Who? Jane Fonda or whatever? I don't know if
Yeah,
that's the right one.
Jane Fonda's definitely an actress, but yes, you're on the right track.
Yeah, Jane. What's her name?
Dude.
Jane Lynch or some shit? No,
Something
that's not
like
an
that.
actress. What's her name? Jane something. Jane Goodall. That's her name, right?
Sure.
But she
But
didn't
it
die.
happened.
Did she? She didn't. She didn't get murdered.
The one lady's face got fucked up, but another lady died. 'Cause
dude,
it was like her friend's monkey or something.
Every monkey looks like it just served a 15-year sentence. Like they got those weird jacked up muscles that you would never work out unless you had nothing else to do.
Yeah, that's fair.
We talked about being anti-cigarettes. There's nothing cooler than a monkey smoking a cigarette. That's the coolest thing on the planet. Like the one in Hangover 2 is just a great monkey.
I think there's any big cats, like any big cats on the planet, like I mean, like as small as like a jaguar or something like that. Like not that big, but fucking strong as shit. No chance.
Fuck no, dude. You're getting your dick
No
ripped off
chance.
before you can even blink.
Yeah, that's
Dude, I think most animals are just the difference is though, we have evolved now to the point where we don't have to use our hands for shit like that.
Well, yeah, and also we
have
got the
brains and
wherewithal
weapons.
to fucking Olay. You know how like they do bullshit. I'll just get a little white thing, fucking, like Ben Stiller in Dodgeball when he has the bull by the horns. That's us.
Yep.
That's me. I'm taking out a bull, bro.
That's me.
That's
Grabbing the bull by
me.
the horns.
Literally. That actually happened.
That actually happened.
Oh fuck, dude! I don't know. I think you guys are underestimating yourself, dude. Leo took out a bear in The Revenant. I think you're fucking underestimating yourself.
Yeah, but I don't think that actually happened.
Obviously not. It's a joke.
I think that some version of it happened, but I don't think that he actually like took it down. I think it like ran away.
Yeah, I would assume so. But they say, what is it? Black bears and like brown bears, you fucking have to run and fight. Black bears, you have to go fetal. Is that what it is?
This is
Or is
important
it opposite?
information.
I think it might be the opposite. Maybe it's black bears, you have to fight and run, and brown bears, you go fetal. I don't know. One of them is like super, like they're taking you out, and the other one, it's like, hey, if you're not fucking with me, I'm not fucking with you.
I just saw a TikTok the other day too, and it was like this guy was like he had like a bear sanctuary or whatever, and he was saying he was in with one of the bears, and then he was like, "Yeah, I don't fucking go in the brown bear's cage." Like,
Yeah, that
and I
must be
can't
what it
remember
is.
which one it was.
Yeah,
I can't remember if it was black or brown that he was hanging out with.
Yeah,
But one's cool and one's just not cool.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Fuck bears, though.
Fuck the Bears. Tuck that fat L.
I will fucking fight you right now, dude. You know what? Hey, you
What?
gave us fucking. My pick's gonna be better now, and I still think we should have won that game. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, I
We
think the
played
Bears
better.
are the better team, and you guys got exactly what any smart Bears fan would want is, like you said, a loss and a better pick. And
Yeah.
in that loss, your quarterback
Progress.
looked phenomenal. So
Yeah, he's the best on
Literally,
the planet. He's
check,
the
check,
best.
check.
He reminds me of when fucking Seth Rogen is in Superbad, and he's chasing after the kid. And he's like, he's fast,
Best kid alive. Oh yeah.
He's fast, get alive. He starts throwing up. Like, dude, honestly, I was watching, and like when he broke that long touchdown, I'm like, dude, like I knew he had like 4.3, 4.4 speed, but like breakaway speed is different than fucking just being fast, you know?
Oh, for sure.
Fuck, beautiful. Fucking got my dick hard.
He looks good.
All right, I got two more questions. I got two more questions.
Oh
All
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
right.
I was gonna say
Number
'cause we'll get
6.
into some football, but
What is one? Let's try to say non-controversial. What is one conspiracy theory that you wholeheartedly believe in and you'll die on your sword for?
I was just gonna ask him this.
Love that. Without being too controversial, I don't need anyone fucking getting butthurt with you for no reason.
Yeah.
If you got one.
My all-time favorite, and it's slowly unraveling as a non-conspiracy theory, is that we have known about aliens since like 100+ years ago. I absolutely love watching documentaries and shit. I don't know if you guys ever watched those Bob Lazar documentaries or if you've ever heard of him before. You have, Bob?
Oh, yeah. I love it.
I've never watched.
Fantastic. That shit is just so cool because there's so much evidence that this stuff was actually being worked on. And as a engineer / math nerd / conspiracy theorist myself, this is just, it's the best ever. Like the physics and stuff that they talk about seeing is just, it's bananas. And I absolutely love it. So that's probably my go-to conspiracy theory.
So the conspiracy, though, is that the government has hidden the fact that we have had contact. Not necessarily that they exist.
Right. Yeah. Not that.
I was
not
say,
whether
I was
or
like,
not
I don't
they
think
exist.
that's a conspiracy. Okay.
No, but yeah, that the government has for so long said that we don't know anything about them. We've never seen them, this and that. But now they're slowly declassifying files. The Pentagon actually just set up an entire new branch to monitor, because now they're getting all sorts of evidence sent to them, our government specifically. And so they set up like an entire team to monitor this stuff. And actually, one of the greatest actually he's Canadian, one of the greatest North American astronauts of all time is one of the leads of that team. He was like a captain in the Air Force and shit, and then spent a bunch of time on the International Space Station, and he's going to kick some arse, and we're going to figure out what the heck's going on here.
That's sick. Ask any, like you see it all the time with the Air Force guys. Ask any Air Force pilot that's spent over 24 hours in the air, and they'll tell you about some weird shit that they saw that they can't explain, it seems like.
Right. Which is the craziest part, too, because if there's anything crazy going on in the sky, they're doing it. They're solely responsible for people thinking shit's wild. So if they see something that not even they could do in all the fighter jets that we hardly even know about, then that's fishy.
That's the thing. It's like they're hard to impress, and the United States supposedly has the best technology on the planet when it comes to jets and shit like that. So, like you said, when they're impressed or when they're baffled, normal people like us should be probably pretty fucking concerned. You know?
That's hilarious. All right, I can fuck with that. I can get on board. I'm not into space or aliens all that much. The whole concept of it is terrifying. But if and when we figure it out and we go through with it, I hope we're there for it, because that'd be cool.
You know what I think is a good one is, and I think about this all the time. Remember in National Treasure 2 when he has the president's book?
Mm-hmm.
I want to know if like that's a real thing.
That would be.
It's gotta be.
That'd be sick.
There gotta be. It's probably not that exact thing, but I guarantee there's some version of that or something. You know what I mean?
When they're in that, like, where are they? They're in that like tunnel that Gates is showing him. When that's like one of my favorite movie scenes ever. When he's like, the book does exist, and he's like telling him about it, and he goes to the Library of Congress and finds it
away.
Yeah, from that party.
It's wild.
That Vernon, sick, great movie. Two great movies. I think they're making a third. Pretty sure it's.
I've heard Nick Cage is fucking broke, so he's probably got to do whatever he can, and he knows that's an absolute bag of money for sure.
Dude,
that's a $500 million hitter, and he knows it.
I would 100% on Blu-ray, DVD so quick.
Fuck yeah, dude! Give me the VHS. Let's pop that shit in.
That's
Give a fuck, Keisha.
Oh man, the one I've been really digging on is the fact that Jimmy Butler is actually Michael Jordan's abandoned son.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's a thing?
So if you ever look at their faces, they look. I mean, dude, like their noses and their facial structure. It's like, it's pretty fucking balls on. And I guess like Michael Jordan like had an affair and like had a kid, but stayed out of the kids, like left at birth. and like because he didn't want to ruin his like reputation, and he didn't want to ruin the kid's life because he didn't want like that to be like his bastard child and blah blah blah, and like there's a bunch of like things that the timing all made sense, and obviously the physical attributes, they're the same fucking size, they look the same, they're both ballers. It's funny. I don't know if it's actually true, but it's a good one to look into. I think everyone should take a look and look into that one. It's all over the internet. It's
That would
fucking
be
hilarious.
crazy.
Yeah.
There's definitely some shit like that out there.
Oh yeah.
You
Especially
know,
for
it's just who is it?
High profile people too.
Got some kids out there that are just doing sick things, but they just won't disclose it.
Yeah. But I like that one. I think that's funny. And last but not least, I got my last question for you, Jack, and this is going to wrap up our little Jack interview, and then we can get into some sports or whatever we want to do for the next 20 minutes. If you had to choose one actor to play you in a movie about your life, who is it going to be?
Give me Tom Holland for 10, please.
Yep.
Is that because you like him, or is that because the physical and everything?
Dude, I think
he's hot as fuck.
He could play me in a movie just as good as I could play him.
Oh.
Well, shit.
You're Peter Parker?
No. I wish. Nah, I don't know. I think Tom Holland, and that was just off the tongue, but I think Tom Holland and I give off good vibes, similar ones.
I think you guys do give off similar vibes in a weird way.
Yeah.
And I think that's the greatest compliment I've ever given you in your life. And you're welcome for that.
Yeah, thank you.
The only thing
that
is
the highest
honor. You sound like y'all from London. You gotta get yourself an accent, bro. Oh, that's good. I like that.
Who's the guy that played the kid in Home Alone? He's on a bunch of drugs and shit now. What's his name?
Macaulay
Culkin.
Yeah, I think he would be the understudy.
I can see Macaulay Culkin.
He would play my teenage years.
Yeah. Jack's like, lost in New York again? Fuck.
You get lost in New York. It's a grid system, motherfucker.
Did you see the new Spider-Man, Jack?
Yeah, absolutely. It was fantastic.
I just want to make sure, because if you didn't see that, you would have had to revoke your Tom Holland privileges for sure.
I've never seen it.
Those are great questions, Mike. Now I see why you're pissed off at me. That checks out.
Fun, fun, playful.
Those
light,
were good.
Yeah. I wasn't going to do anything crazy. I was going to be like, fucking, what's your bank account look like? What's your net worth, brother?
And it'd be like, it's all going towards the Wi-Fi.
Yeah. God forbid, dude. I don't even think about my rent. It's my fucking AT&T payment every month. Burying me.
We've all been
hilarious. There. Oh, absolutely.
So,
anyways,
go and listen. If you haven't listened to part 1 yet, go back and listen to part 1. We talked to Jack a little bit before this. We basically just talked about what he thought was going to happen on his 21st, and he blacked out a little quicker than he thought he was going to. So we'll make all his dreams come true over the next few weeks when it comes to shots and shit like that. No problem there. We have to address the elephant in the room. Hold on 1 second. Let me check it really quick. Make sure that we're still smart. Yes, okay. James Madison is a wagon, and I feel like not enough people are talking about it. Hey, Mike, you're the one that put us onto this, so talk about it a little bit for people that don't know.
Listen, dude. James Madison, first of all, they got dope-ass uniforms, purple and gold. Can never go wrong with
basketball, by the way. They're also good at football. We're talking about JMU basketball.
So, I mean, this team was like a 34-point fucking favorite in their opening game. Maybe even less. Maybe like 28, right? They win the game by fucking 85 points.
All right. It was like 123 to 38.
38.
Yeah.
So, I'm looking at this and I'm watching it. I don't play it, but I like big spreads, especially early in the year. I think that's, I feel like they always undershoot those big spreads. So I try, and I'm like looking, I'm like, damn, I don't want to play this one, but I'm not going to. Anyways, but you win by 90 points. Next game, I don't give a fuck if it's a 40-point spread. I'm taking you to cover. You win by 90. I'm taking you to cover next game. It was a 16-point spread in the next game. They won by fucking 50. So now I'm on it. And I'm like, this is this year's Drake. I go see these guys over the weekend. I'm like, Bob, just trust me on this one. Ride with me. Fucking play Buffalo. They were what, a minus 2.5 point spread after the point
Yeah,
move.
it was some close ass game.
It
like,
started
supposedly.
at -1. Yeah, it started at -1.5. Ended up getting to like 3.5. Oh well, they won that game by 35 also. So they're a wagon. Fucking
They're a
ride
wagon.
them until they fucking lose, dude.
And it was JMU -11. Well, we got it at -10, but the line moved a point up at halftime. They're already up 12. They're covering at half.
Also, their next game, which is going to be the real tester, their next game is at North Carolina. So if they cover, I'm assuming they'll be I'm assuming they'll be like a 15 to 20 point dog, maybe like 15 because UNC is number one. If and when they cover that, it's a wrap. They're covering all year long.
I am talking myself into that money line.
Dude,
like
I might play
they
it too.
just shoot the fucking lights out, dude. Like they shoot 60% in every game. What are they shooting tonight?
Yeah.
Because they have 43 points at half. Like that's a lot so they're shooting 50% from the field, 36% from three. Like that's insane. They just don't fucking miss.
Yeah, I mean that's for college. That's insane. I mean, if you're shooting over 45% in college any time of the day, that's a good fucking tick. And they've been
absolutely.
Shooting. I mean, granted, you're playing, these teams in this league and all that shit. MAC teams and stuff like that. But yeah, they're a good team, man. They got good players. They're clearly fucking good, and they know how to play with each other. So
for sure,
let's ride fucking Madison to the moon, baby.
Let's ride them, baby. Let's stay on them. If you're listening now, this podcast is out Thursday. They play North Carolina Sunday.
Is that what it is?
I think so. So whenever they play North Carolina this weekend, let's just as a team, as a unit, as a fair enough family, everybody listening, let's just go ride JMU this weekend. Okay?
Yeah.
Let's all do it. Let's all win some money. Let's come back on Tuesday and talk about that we're no longer having to work. And I think that there's some truth to that too, like because Hunter Dickinson was actually talking about it with Marty because they have a podcast together now, and he was saying,
"What?
Yeah, so they're doing like a college basketball.
Is that legal?
Podcast.
Sorry, I don't want to cut off what you're. Is that legal for them to do? Oh, yeah, you can do that now in college, NIL and shit.
NIL, everything plays.
Yep.
So he was saying, like, we don't even know who our 8-man rotation is. He's like, if you're betting on college basketball, now's the best time to do it because if a team's hot, like most teams don't even know who they are yet.
Yeah, 100%.
So there's some juice behind that. Even in the players' heads, they're like, we don't like we're not the team that we're going to be in January yet. And I think that's where you really start seeing consistency in college basketball is after winter break.
Yeah, or at least after Thanksgiving. When the those tournaments and shit like that.
Well, into conference play. You need to get into conference play before you can really see what your team looks like.
Yeah. And I mean this year so far there's been good teams losing already. Like but
oh yeah.
Louisville.
Did you Louisville's losing again today. You were just talking about it. They're about to be 0-3.
Fucking bums. Did you see what Calipari said though? So today against Michigan State, they're playing Michigan State right now. This is Tuesday. Yep. And he said like, oh, like this is going to be a tough game for us. We don't really know who we are yet. This guy hasn't played with the squad yet. We haven't really, been gelling as a team yet. Tom Izzo and the Michigan State team, they're a good team. They're gritty. So just bear with us, and even if this game doesn't go our way, just bear with us. We'll get there. Motherfucker.
He was like making an excuse before the game started?
Yes, dude.
I was kind of wild.
Yeah, I was listening to it today and I'm like, dude, that is the most beta ass fucking video I've ever listened to, bro. Like, you're really gonna be like, oh yeah, hey, when we lose this game to Michigan State, don't say I didn't tell you, told you so. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I was
covering his ass.
Listen.
State's up 2 at the half, 36-34 for anybody keeping track at home. But that is,
oh yeah,
that's a weird fucking thing to say.
Yeah, What a loser.
Quick, before we get out of here, I think we got to talk a little bit of NFL just because it was a kind of a weird week. Like that.
Oh, yeah. The NFL
that
is
game,
absurd.
That game last night was, I don't know if you watched that game at all, but it was fucking weird.
Dude, I mean, the defense, Washington had like 5 drives over 7 minutes.
Dude, the one was 16 plays.
That's what I'm saying. It was like they'd get him to third down. They couldn't stop it. I mean, Riverboat Ron had one of the best game plans I've seen against a really good team in a long time. I mean, offensively, he came out there and they ran when they needed to. They got to 3rd and short all fucking night. They ran a lot of underneath plays. They had then they finally hit a couple big ones down the road in like the 3rd. And I mean, defensively, they just got off the field when they needed to, but 3 big turnovers
was
not good,
non-existent.
Yeah,
and dude, Scary Terry ran like this 12-yard out route like 100 times last night, and he was wide open every single time.
That's what I'm saying.
Can we cover this guy?
Just step up, push, kick, cook, clean, do something, do shiver, push off the line every time. Like, I had the under in that game, and I'm like, oh well, they have 21 points in the first quarter. Sick. It was weird. But I mean,
I teased it down to Eagles -5.5 because it was like 11 or something. I was like, I'm just going to be I'm going to be really conservative here, and then I'm going to pick like an AJ Brown touchdown and a Miles Sanders touchdown. None of this shit happened.
No. I mean, it was just weird seeing. I mean, granted though, the fumble by the receiver on that deep throw, they were only down 3 points or 2 points. Yep. Dude hits a long throw, would have put him in field goal range, fumbles. Then, or in the drive before that, I think Goddard fumbled. So I don't know. I mean, granted, those are huge plays, but you take away one of those, I think the Eagles still win that game. Also, the call at the end was kind of bullshit. I get it. That's the rule, but the guy gives himself up in the backfield fucking 10 seconds into the play. I'd pick that flag up. I know that was the right call, but I would pick that flag up.
Yeah. Let's play a little game here.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you a few teams, and you tell me if they're back or not.
Okay.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers, back or not?
What does back mean?
Back means like they could make a push for the playoffs at this point.
Oh, yeah, they're back. They're winning
back?
the division.
You think so?
Yep, 100%.
Green Bay Packers. Pushing for that wild card spot?
They are not. They are not back, but because of the shit show in the NFC, they're gonna flirt with it.
Right.
I think they have a tough schedule, though. I think they have a tough schedule.
Have like the hardest schedule in the NFL, or something like that.
I don't think they make it, but they're gonna fuck with it. I think if Christian Watson stays good, Rodgers will be a lot better, but I don't think they make the playoffs. I think they put themselves in too big of a hole.
Dude, I think that was just kind of one of those games that Dallas like loses. They just do that thing to themselves where they just look great on paper every week, and then it's like, oh, they lost again. Oh, of course they did, because they fucking lose every week. Like when you think they're going to win a big game, the only big games they win was with the Rush Buffs. What about
Louisville had a buzzer beater to win?
No, they did not.
No, they did.
That's fucking wild.
I had a -6. Fuck. Anyways, go on. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have done that.
A couple, are they the real deals here? Minnesota Vikings, are they the real deal? Like, could they do it in the playoffs, do you think?
Yep. They will
think?
They will be in the NFC Championship game.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Heard it here first.
I think so.
Is that a product of the Vikings are a good team, or is it a product of the NFC is just kind of down? Or both?
I think it's both. I do think it's both. I do think it's more so that the NFC is kind of down. I think it's going to be it'll be Eagles, Minnesota, and Minnesota is going to have to play San Francisco to get there, and they're going to beat them in a nail biter because that's what they've been doing all year. They're going to somehow fucking find a way to win.
And that's the hardest thing to do in this league, man. And when you're, what are they now? 8-1? Like, that's crazy.
8-1.
Who the fuck saw that coming?
And I'm pretty sure they have like 5 games where they had to come from behind. And I know come from behind means just down at any time, but they've been down in multiple games and they've come back and won all of them.
You just got to get Kirk in prime time. That's the only. Then you'll beat the fuck out of them.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
They've only had one primetime game and they lost.
Yeah, and it was in bad fashion.
Yeah, exactly. What
But I
about
do think they're good.
And the flip to the other side, flip to the AFC, are the Miami Dolphins the team to beat in the AFC right now?
No, they're not the team to beat. I don't think so. I think they are good, though. I like them a lot.
You think it's still the Chiefs?
I do think it's still the Chiefs, yes.
Yeah.
The
Bills.
AFC is so good, bro. So to me,
It is good.
the AFC, you got the Chiefs, the Bills, the Ravens, the fucking Dolphins. All four of them teams are probably better than the best team in the NFC, to me.
Mm-hmm. You
Maybe
see, if the
not the
playoffs
Eagles.
started today, the AFC East, all four teams would make it.
Yeah, which is insane.
That's
I
crazy.
think I think Cincinnati will.
The Patriots will fall off in the East.
I was gonna say I think Cincinnati will make a push and they'll get the last wild card.
For sure. Yeah, I think that people kind of forget about them, especially because they didn't play this week. But
Yeah,
it's gonna be wild, man. It's gonna be very interesting down the stretch, especially in the NFC, just because nobody is really taking the bull by the horns here.
No, I mean,
look at reviews already.
I mean, look at the South Division. I mean, you're sitting there with the fucking
Tennessee
5-4.
Tennessee 6-3
I'm talking
and
NFC.
NFC. Oh yeah, they're all terrible.
But yeah, even that division. Yeah, so it's like that division, and then you got the West, who the Rams are dog shit. I mean, Seattle's got to fall off, right? I mean,
they will.
Right?
Talent's not there. It's just not there.
I just don't think they're it.
That's the Niners division to lose.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah, God, dude, the fucking and that. Dude, the NFL's crazy this year, man. All the old heads are done, son. All the old heads are done.
Oh yeah, they are. Stafford's gone. Brady ain't looking great. Rodgers is dead. Who the fuck knows?
Matt Ryan's still in the league. That guy sucks.
And then guys out here like Tua are throwing for 350 a game.
Yeah,
it's cool. It's wild though because we've lived, almost 30 years of our lives with literally the same quarterbacks our whole life.
Yeah, I was say we're finally seeing the generational, the change, like legit change being made. Like where Josh Allen and Mahomes and everybody else. Then you got guys like Justin Fields and fucking
Hurts, dude. Hurts is getting an MVP candidate.
Yeah.
Who is an MVP candidate? Like it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's fun.
It is fun.
Sucks to be a fucking fan of the Bears or the Lions, though.
Mock drafts in September, dog. That's what we do. Mock drafts in September. We're already looking ahead.
That's hilarious.
Well, we will. There's a shit ton going on in college. We'll do some picks next week because next week is basically championship week for college football. We got Michigan, Ohio State. We got all the big rivalry games next week. So we'll talk a little bit about that. We'll do some Thanksgiving talk next week.
Yeah, definitely for sure. Before we go, let's get a little college, a little 5-minute, a little wrap on college. What do you think? Give me your top 6. What do you think they say?
My top 6 for tonight.
Yep.
What they're gonna say?
Yep.
Let me tell you.
Give me your top 4, then tell me who your first 2 out are.
Okay. Give me 1 second here because I just want to look and make sure that I'm not leaving anybody out.
And I'm not saying who you think is going to be in the playoff. I'm saying top 4 after tonight plus your first 2 out.
You're saying right now.
As of tonight, as of week, whatever the fuck week this is.
Yeah. I think that they probably go Georgia. Obviously, Georgia's going to stay 1. Ohio State's going to stay 2. And then they might move TCU up for that win against Texas and then move Michigan down for the
4.
okay win. Yeah. So I think that's what they do tonight, honestly. They just flip they flip Michigan and TCU. And then
who do you got?
Who
do you got at 5? Who do you got 5 and 6?
I mean, it's really hard for me not to put Tennessee at 5.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, their only loss being to Georgia, and it was 27-13. That's not a crazy loss. And then, man,
This is the kicker, because I think
6
Tennessee
is
is
hard.
a lock at 5. Yeah, I
I
think
think
this
they
is
are too.
the tough one.
6 is hard, man, because Oregon fucked themselves.
Mhm.
Like, the Pac-12 is basically out. A lot of people are throwing around like that North Carolina and Clemson, but they both stink to me too, dude. I don't know. USC stinks. Like, they can't fucking stop a nosebleed. I think that they probably put USC there.
Yeah.
But you could put LSU there too. I don't know. I think they probably put USC there. It's USC, Bama, or LSU, and I think they put USC there at 6, just because
I agree.
they just keep winning.
Yeah,
And
I agree.
it's
Yeah.
just like TCU. They're winning. TCU wins ugly as fuck. If anybody's had any chance to watch TCU this year, like, they don't play any defense either. They're going to get fucked
but
in the
this
playoff.
last week against Texas, they let up what, fucking 10 points against
to
Texas.
to a Texas offense that it's like, what Quinn Ewers looked like he didn't even know what football was.
And I mean, USC did their only loss is what was a 1-point loss to at the time a good Utah team, or supposed to be a good Utah team.
Yeah, it was a 1-point loss and a battle. It was 43-42, and it was at Utah, which is, nobody goes to the state of Utah and wins, whether it's Utah or it's BYU. So
yeah, I think that's where it's going to be.
But we'll know this week. I mean, they play UCLA and then they play Notre Dame, so we'll see what happens. They got a tough couple games left.
All right, so hear me out on this one, though.
Mm-hmm.
So, loser of Big Ten, right? They're kind of out for the time being, okay? You got Georgia. You got Ohio. We'll just say Ohio State. We'll say Michigan because you're a Michigan fan. We got Georgia. We got Michigan. We got TCU. They're all undefeated.
Yep.
If that's the case and Tennessee wins out, are they locked in?
Georgia, Michigan, TCU.
TCU, they're locked in. Is Tennessee locked in, or do they give it to a one-loss Clemson ACC champion or a one-loss USC Pac-12 champ? Like, what do you think? Or is Tennessee just locked in?
So, dude, I don't know if USC beats UCLA and then beats Notre Dame. I don't know how you don't put them in. If they're
even over a one-loss Tennessee team that only lost to the best team in the nation by 13.
I personally think that Tennessee should be in, but the way that I think that they do it is that they put so much merit in that championship game, like that Pac-12 championship game, especially if they go and beat Utah or somebody like that. I don't know who's in the other side of the Pac-12 or whatever, but
yeah, I don't know either, honestly.
I just think that the committee cares a lot about that. I think it's going to be this year is going to be the most difficult decision that they've ever had to make by far, especially because Tennessee would, I think, give Georgia a better game than USC would. So I think that they'd be like thinking about a matchup too, and who actually is the best team. I think that Tennessee versus USC would be a fucking great game. It'd be like 50-45, but I don't know. I think that they would be forced to put USC in there. A, the brand, B, the Pac-12 championship, and then C, they just beat 3 technically good teams in a row, even though Notre Dame's not really a good team.
Yeah, that's tough. And because I mean, you never know. They suck off the ACC, bro. They suck off Clemson. They might fucking squeak them in there for some dumbass reason.
The eye test on Clemson is just too bad. It's too bad.
Yeah, I agree.
If DJ and those guys were like putting up 100 points like Caleb Williams and USC are, then yeah, throw them in. But they're not. Like, they stink on both. Like, I mean, they don't stink on defense, but they stink on offense. Holy shit.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, at least we got a little. All right, we'll talk a little more about this when we get a little more detail and all this fun stuff that comes up. I just want to get a little bit of what you think. I mean, it's pretty much chalk at this point, but I was just
this weekend's another big
5,
weekend.
6, 7, 8. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I mean, TCU's got to play. USC's got to play UCLA. So we'll see a few of the dominoes in that 4 spot fall this weekend, which will be interesting. Then we'll preview next weekend. So thank you for listening to Jack Part 2. If you did not already Venmo Jack for a drink, he would like a tequila pineapple, no rocks. Two of them. So next week we'll do a little bit of Thanksgiving. We'll talk about some food. We'll talk about the Pilgrim conspiracy. If there is one, I'm sure we'll find something weird.
Let us know in the comments if it's inappropriate to wear a traditional Native American headdress.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Or just a bow and arrow right through your dome.
I might spend some money and get a dope ass one.
Yeah. Maybe we'll dress up next week. Okay. We will see you guys in the flip-flop. We love you.
Later.